Hello, welcome friends. This is chapter 4 agriculture, class 8 geography. So friends, we have completed class 6, 7 and the 3 chapter of this class 8 geography series. So after that we will cover the history. And friends, I hope your study is going well. And we are talking about resources in this class. And let's start it, friends. Agriculture. This transformation from a plant to a finished product involves three types of economic activities. These are primary, secondary, and tertiary activities. Primary activities include all those connected with extraction and production of natural resources. Agriculture, finishing, and gathering are good examples. Agriculture, fishing, and gathering are some. These activities come in the primary activities. Secondary activities are concerned with the processing of these resources, manufacturing of steel, baking of bread, and weaving of clothes are of these activities. Tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary sector through services. Transport, trade, banking, insurance, and advertising are example of tertiary activities. So all these three activities comes under the economic section. All these are the three economic activities. Agriculture is a primary activity. It includes growing crops, fruit, vegetables, flowers, and rearing of livestock. In this world, 50% of the person are engaged in the agriculture activities. Two-thirds of India population, it is about 65% of India population is still dependent on the agriculture. Favorable topography of soil and climate are vital for agricultural activity. The land on which the crop are grown is known as the arable land. In map you can see that agricultural activity is connected in those regions of the world where suitable factor for the growing of crop exist. So in this map we can see that in this area or in this area this is Sahara desert, and this is Thar desert, this is Kalahari desert here, and these are the some Andes mountain series, and here Rocky series, here Himalaya series. So these are not arable, and their crop is not grown in these. So some limited parts of the world is arable. So here is some 5 terms. Those are very important for exam purpose. What is agriculture? Agriculture is the science and art of cultivation on the soil, raising crops and rearing livestock. So livestock also included in this. It is called farming. Sericulture. Sericulture is commercial rearing of silkworms. It may supplement the income of the farmer. Pisciculture. Pisciculture is breeding of fish in specially constructed tank and ponds. Viticulture, cultivation of grapes. Horticulture, growing vegetables, flowers, fruits for commercial use. So horticulture is basically for vegetable, fruit, flower, fruits. Viticulture for grapes. Pisciculture for fish. Sericulture for silkworm. Farm system. Agriculture of farming can be looked at as a system. The important inputs are seed, fertilizers, machine, and labor. Some of the operations involved are plowing. These are some inputs: chemical, seed, machinery. Then processing takes up time and water. All this. After that, crop is output. Physical inputs are human input, human labor, machinery, chemical, storage, and physical inputs are rainfall, soil, temperature, slope, sunshine, etc. The output from the system include crops, wool, dairy, poultry products, etc. Types of farming. Before that, we will learn that organic farming. What is organic farming? It is quite interesting. In this type of farming, organic manure and natural pesticides are used instead of chemicals. So never genetic or modification is done to increase the yield of crop. So doing without any pesticide or chemical, using chemicals, doing the farming is called organic farming. Types of farming. Farming is practiced in various ways across the world, depending upon the geographical conditions, demand of produce, labor, and level of technology. Farming can be classified into two main types. These are subsistence farming and commercial farming. So subsistence farming is practiced to meet need of the farmer's family. Traditionally, low level of technology and household labor are used to produce a small output. Subsistence farming can be further classified into intensive, substensive, and primary substensive farming. In intensive substensive agriculture, the farmer cultivated a small plot of land using simple tools and more labor. Climate with large number of days with sunshine and fertile soil permit or growing of more than one crop annually on the same plot. Rice is the main crop. Other crops include wheat, maize, pulses, and oilseed. Intensive substensive agriculture prevalent in the thickly populated area of the monsoon regions of South, Southeast, and East Asia. Primitive substensive agriculture includes shifting cultivar and nomadic hearing. Shifting cultivar agriculture or cultivation is very important in point of view of the preparation. Shifting cultivation is known by the different names in different parts of the world. Zooming in the northeast India, Milpa in Mexico, Roca in Brazil, Ladang in Malaysia. Shifting. What is the basically shifting cultivation? Shifting cultivation is practiced in thick forest area of Amazon basin, tropical Africa, parts of Southeast Asia and Northeast India. These are the areas of heavy rainfall and quick regeneration of vegetation. A plot of land is cleared by falling the tree and burning them. The ashes are then mixed with the soil and crops like maize, yam, potatoes, and cassava are grown. After the soil loses its fertility, the land is abandoned and the cultivator moves to a new plate. Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Nomadic herding. Nomadic herding is practiced in the semi-arid and arid region of Sahara, Central Asia, and some parts of India, like Rajasthan and Jammu Kashmir. In this type of farming, herdsmen move from place to place with their animal for fodder and water along defined route. This type of movement arises in response to climatic constraints and terrain. Sheep, camel, yak, and goats are the most commonly reared. They provide milk, meat, wool, hides, and other products to the herders and their families. Commercial farming. So we talk about the substensive farming. Now this is commercial farming. So in commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared for sale in the market. The area cultivated and the amount of capital used is large. Most of the work is done by the machine. Commercial farming include grain farming, mixed farming, and plantation agriculture. In a commercial grain farming, crops are grown for commercial purpose. Wheat and maize are commercially grown grains. Major areas where commercially grain farming is practiced are temperate grassland of North America, Europe, and Asia. These are sparsely populated with large farms spreading over hundreds of hectares. Severe winters restricted the growing of season, and only a single crop can be grown. In mixed farming, so this question sometimes asks what is mixed farming. So in mixed farming, the land is used for growing food and fodder crops and rearing livestock and livestock. It is practiced in Europe, Eastern Europe, USA, Argentina, Southeast Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Plantation. What is plantation? Plantations are the type of commercially farming where a single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana or cotton are grown. Large amount of labor and capital required in plantation. The produce may be processed on the farm itself or in nearby factories. The development of a transport network essential for such farming. Major plantations are found in the tropical regions of the world. Rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka are some examples. Major crops. So what are the major crops? A large variety of crops are grown to meet the requirement of growing population. Crops are supply raw material for agro-based industries. Major food crops are wheat, rice, maize and millets. Jute and cottons are the fiber crop. Important beverage crops are tea and coffee. So we will first talk about the rice. Rice is the major food crop of the world. It is the stable diet of the tropical and subtropical regions. Rice need high temperature, high humidity and rainfall. It grows best in alluvial clay soil which can be retain water. China lead in the production of rice, followed by India, Japan, Sri Lanka and Egypt. In favorable climate conditions, as in West Bengal and Bangladesh, 2 to 3 crops are grown in a year. Wheat requires moderate temperature and rainfall during growing season and bright sunshine. Moderate temperature and rainfall during growing season and bright sunshine at the time of harvest. It thrives best in the well-drained loamy soil. Wheat is grown extensively in USA, Canada, Argentina, Russia, Ukraine, Australia and India. In India it is grown in winter. Millet. They are also known as the quartz grain and can be grown on the less fertile and sandy soil. It is the hardy crop that needs low rainfall and to moderate temperature and adequate rainfall. Jowar, bajra, rai are grown in India. Other countries are Nigeria, China and Niger. Maize is also known as corn. Various colorful varieties of maize are found across the world. Maize requires moderate temperature, rainfall and lots of sunshine. It needs well-drained fertile soil. Maize is grown in North America, Brazil, China, Russia, Canada, India and Mexico. Cotton requires, it is a fiber crop. Cotton requires high temperature, light rainfall, 210 frost-free days and bright sunshine for its growth. It grows best on black and alluvial soil, so it needs at least 7 months to full cycle. China and USA, India, Pakistan, Brazil, Egypt are the leading producers of cotton. It is one of the main raw materials for cotton textile industry. So main inputs for textile industry is the cotton. There is a different version about the discovery of coffee. Here is fact about coffee. In India, about 850 AD, Kaldi, an Arab goat herder who was puzzled by the queer antics of his flocks, tasted the berry of the evergreen bush on which the goats were feeding. On experience a sense of exhilaration, he proclaimed his discovery to the world. So it is some about coffee plant. Jute, it is also a fiber plant. Jute was also known as the golden fiber. It is grow well on valuable soil and require high temperature, heavy rainfall and humid climate. This crop is grown in the tropical areas. India and Bangladesh are the leading producer of jute. Now this is coffee. In this area, these are the coffee varieties. Coffee requires warm and the wet climate and well-drained loamy soil. Hill slopes are more suitable for growth of this crop. Brazil is the leading producer, followed by Colombia and India. Tea. Tea is a beverage crop grown on plantations. This requires cool climate and well distributed high rainfall throughout the year for growth of its tender leaves. It needs well-drained loamy soil and gentle soil. Labor in the large number is required to pick the leaves. Kenya, India, China, Sri Lanka produce the best quality tea in the world. Kenya, China, India, Sri Lanka. Agriculture development. refer to efforts made to increase farm production in order to meet the growing demand of increasing population. This can be achieved in many ways, such as increasing the crop area, the number of crops grown, improving irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers, and high-yielding variety of seeds. Mechanization of agriculture is also another aspect of agriculture development. The ultimate aim of agriculture development is to increase food security. So, what is the food security? Food security exists when all the people at all time have access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food to meet their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. When all have the food, it means food security. Agriculture has developed at different places in different parts of the world. Developing countries with a large population usually practice intensive agriculture where the crops are grown on small holding mostly for subsistence. Large holding are mostly suitable for commercial agriculture as in USA, Canada and Australia. With the help of these two studies of farm, one from India and the other from the USA, let us understand about agriculture in developing and a developed country. A farm in India. There is a small village, Adilabad in Gazipur district of Uttar Pradesh. Munna Lal is a small farmer in his village who has farmland of about 1.5 hectares. His house is in the main village. He purchases high-yielding varieties of seed from the market every alternate year. The land is fertile and he grows at least 2 crops in a year, which are normally wheat or rice and pulses. The farmer takes advice of his friend and elder as well as a government agriculture officer regarding farming practices. He takes a tractor on rent for plowing his field, though some of his friends still use traditional method of using bullock for plowing. There is a tubewell in the nearby field which he takes on rent to irrigate his fields. Munna Lal also has 2 buffaloes and few hens. He sells milk in the cooperative store located in the nearby town. He is the member of the cooperative society which also advises him on the type of fodder for his animal, safety measures to protect the health of the livestock and artificial insemination. So, what is insemination? Basically, insemination is the introduction of semen into a female animal by natural or artificial means for a hybrid or for best quality of generation. All the members of the family help him in various farm activities. Sometimes he takes credit from a bank or the agriculture cooperative society to grow a hybrid seed and implements. He sells his produce in the mandi located in the nearby town. Since majority of the farmers do not have storage facility or storage facility, they are forced to sell the produce even when the market is not favorable to them. In recent years, the government has taken some steps to develop storage facilities. So it's a story about a farmland in India, a story of one farmer in India, and now it is a farm in the USA. The average size of a farm in USA is much larger than that of an Indian farm. A typical farm size in USA is about 250 hectares. A farmer generally reside in the farm. Some of the major crops grown are corn, soybean, wheat, cotton, and sugar beet. Joy Horan. Horan is a farmer in the Midwest USA in Iowa state on about 300 hectares of land. 300 hectares. And whereas India farmer is just 1.5 hectares and we have 300 hectares of land. He grows corn on his field after making sure that soil and water resources meet the need of this crop. Adequate measures are taken to control pests that can damage the crop. From time to time, he sends the soil sample to soil testing laboratory to check whether the nutrients are sufficient or not. The result helps Joy Horan to plan a scientific fertilizer program. His computer is linked to the satellite which gives him a precise picture of his field. This helps him to use chemical fertilizer and pesticide where they are required. He used tractor, seed drill, leveler, combined harvester and threshers to perform various agriculture operations. A grain are stored in the agriculture automated grain storage or dispatched to market agency. The farmer in USA work like a businessman and not like a peasant farmer. So here is some basically so much difference in farming of a Indian farmer and the USA farmer. So this chapter is complete, friends, and so let's solve some MCQs. The horticulture. What is horticulture? Horticulture means growing of fruits and vegetables. And golden fiber is jute or cotton. What? It is jute because of its color. Leading producer of the coffee is Brazil. Brazil produce maximum or most of the coffee of the world. So thank you so much, guys, to watching this video, and please do like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you so much.